All right, so can you guys let me know if you guys can hear me so that we can start with our today's lecture? Please let me know in the chat option. I'll just read if you guys can hear me properly. We will start then very soon. Okay, what about the Zoom meet? Today we will I feel like we will go with the YouTube live so that you will get a feel of Blackboard, and I think that's a nice way to to communicate with you. So let me know, guys, can you hear me clearly? Whether my voice is clear, you guys can hear me clearly? What do you see? And can you see me clearly? Is it visible? Let me know. We can start with our lecture also. Okay, nice. I can see everyone is saying yes, 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 yes. Very good. Good to see that everyone is. This is good. Okay, fine. Okay, so let me start talking about the cloud computing. So in the last lecture, we have discussed about what is cloud. As I said, there are some big vendors are available which are providing you a public cloud, like for example. So I'll just tell you the biggest name. So we have AWS, okay. Then we have GCP, okay, and then we have Azure, and likewise we have multiple other companies are also there who are providing you a cloud related services. So you consider that there is a company called AWS, okay, and they have created a big data centers. Data centers mean you consider like a building, and in that building they have a huge server. Those server is having huge amount of memory, huge amount of processors, CPUs, storage, everything is there. And whenever you need anything, you are reaching out to these vendors, like you will go to the AWS or GCP or Azure. Based on your requirement, you will negotiate with them, and then you are going to use that services with the pay as you go model. That is what we have discussed in the last lecture. And I also tell you the importance of cloud, why we are using a cloud, because you don't need to worry about the infrastructure cost. You don't need to worry about the infrastructure cost. Infrastructure cost means you don't need to purchase any server, because whenever you are going to purchase any server, you need to pay a very high upfront cost. Very high upfront cost. Let's say you want to purchase a laptop. You are thinking that, boss, I want to purchase a laptop. Like if you go to purchase a laptop, the laptop cost will around 1 lakh rupees. And right now I don't have 1 lakh rupees. So what you can do, you can borrow a laptop from your friend and he will charge you, consider that 1000 rupees per month. So this is quite good for my testing purpose. Or let's say I want my laptop for few months only. So you can go with this model. Okay. So basically, whenever you are going to talk about the on premises, we call it as on premises. Means on premises, my server. So whenever you have your own server is there, consider that you have your own server. You purchase this Dell server. So when you purchase your own server, first of all, you need to buy this server, which is very costly. Then in order to manage this server, you need to have a technical team, which is again very costly, because every month you need to pay the salary. Then in this server you are going to install some software. So when you install any software, you need to take care of their license also, which is again a costly. Then infrastructure management, like when you purchase this server na, whenever the servers are there, in order to make that server, because server will become very hot, so you need to have a cooling system. So you need to have infrastructure where the cooling system is there. Again, you know that even if you just turn on AC, if you have AC in your home, then obviously you'll get a huge bill, right? Same way, if you want this server to be chill, then you need to have a cooling system, because when server will run na, that time it become hot, it become hot. So you need the cooling system. So these are all, many problems are there whenever you are talking about the on premises. So basically the upfront cost is very huge. When you talked about the upfront cost is very huge, the upfront cost is very huge whenever you are talking about the on premises, and that is the reason these are the public vendors are there. These are the public vendors are available in the market, which will help you to provide you services with the minimal cost, with the minimal cost. And this is something where the cloud computing play an important role. Now what are all services are there? Do we have any categories for that? Okay, what are all services are there? Do we have any categories for all these services? That is what we are going to understand now. But till now whatever we discuss, are you able to understand, guys? अभी तक जो हमने पढ़ा, are you able to understand till now whatever we discuss? Are you able to understand, everyone? Everyone, can you please use the chat option? Let me know if you guys are able to understand. Let me know. Everyone, say yes, say no, whatever you feel. Okay, Rakesh is saying yes, Prakash is saying yes, Sridhar is saying yes. Everyone, are you able to understand? आप लोग को समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा? Great. Okay, great. Very soon. Now, when you talk about these cloud services are getting divided into the multiple part. Like for example, okay, what all services are providing? So these services will be divided into the multiple part, but I will tell you the three very important part. I will tell you the three services which are provided by the cloud vendor. Now that cloud vendor can be your AWS, GCP, or it can be Azure, anything. The first service we called it as an infrastructure as a service. What we call IaaS. What is meant by infrastructure as a service? The second service we called it as a platform as a service. The second service we called it as a platform as a service. The third service we called it as a software as a service. So there are three type of services are available in the market. Like when you say, whenever you are talking about the cloud, let's say you are going to the AWS, you are going to the AWS and you are saying that, okay, what is your requirement? Okay, whether you want to go with the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service. These are the three types of services are there. Now what is meant by infrastructure as a service? Anyone know? Anyone know in this class? Any idea, guys? What is meant by infrastructure as a service? Anyone know what is meant by infrastructure as a service? Then we have platform as a service, software as a service. Can you tell me some examples, guys? Let me know if you guys are aware about this. Have you heard about this infrastructure as a service? What does it mean by infrastructure as a service? Hmm? What do you? What is this? Hmm? What do you think? So in the infrastructure as a service, in the infrastructure as a service, the cloud vendors are going to provide you only the infrastructure. So let's take an example. I will just rough it now. Okay, I'll rough it now and let me show you infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. So in the infrastructure as a service, what is your requirement? Let's say I'm saying that I will go to the AWS and I'll say that, boss, you just give me your infrastructure and rest of the things I will manage from my side. So that is something we call it as infrastructure. So here you are getting the infrastructure from the cloud vendor. Now what is meant by infrastructure? For example, they will provide you a server. They will provide you a server. What they will provide you? They are going to provide you a server. They are going to provide you a storage. They are going to provide you the networking. They are going to provide you the networking. They are going to provide you the virtualization. Whatever you are asking, they will provide you. For example, there is a very famous service is available in the AWS, which comes under the infrastructure as a service. We call it as a EC2 instance. Now, what is meant by EC2 instance? I'll tell you. So consider that I'm going to the AWS. I'll say that I need one EC2 instance. So in this EC2 instance, you have a option, means you'll get a server. You consider that you'll get a server. Under this server, you need to decide that which operating system you want to install. Whether you want to install Ubuntu operating system, whether you want to install Windows operating system, whether you want to install any other operating system, you are going to decide that. Who has given you EC2 instance? The EC2 instance is given by AWS. Now you are going to decide that whether you want to install Ubuntu or Windows or what operating system you are going to install. That is your role. Now you got the server. Remember that you are getting a server by using a service called EC2 instance. By using EC2, we got the server. Now under that server, which operating system you want to install, that is your responsibility, because you are using a service called infrastructure as a service. You are using a service called infrastructure as a service. Okay. Now under this EC2 instance, now you can decide that what you want to install, whether you want to install any Oracle database, whether you want to install any softwares, like let's say you want to install Hadoop software, you want to install Spark software, you want to install any software. That is your work. You can decide that which software you are going to install. That is your responsibility. And you need to take care of their licenses also. You need to take care. That is something we call it as an infrastructure as a service. So whenever you are using infrastructure as a service, you will get a server, you will get a storage. See, whatever you are asking now, let's say you said that I want one server with 100 GB of storage, you will get it. You said I want the networking, I need public IP, private IP, virtual private cloud, whatever you are asking, you will get it. You will get the feature called virtualizations also. I'll talk about that virtualization later on. But you are getting an infrastructure and you have a control that which operating system you want to install under that. There is a second category, we called it as a, what is the example I said of infrastructure as a service? What is the example I said, guys, for infrastructure as a service? Which famous service I told you which comes under the infrastructure as a service? Tell me which service I said, which service which comes under the infrastructure as a service? Tell me quickly. We need to go to the next level. The second example we call it as a platform as a service. What is the second one? We called it as a platform as a service. The second example we are going to learn about the platform as a service. What do you think? What is meant by platform as a service? Anyone want to add? What is platform as a service? What is platform as a service? Anyone want to add? So in the platform as a service, you will get a software through which you can do some sort of administration activities, or you can do some development kind of work. For example, those people who are coming with a data engineer background, you are using multiple services. Like for example, you might have heard about data bricks. Okay, data bricks. So this is kind of software. By using the data bricks utility, you can do the transformations and all. You consider that we are getting a software called, not a software, like this is one service provided by the This is one service provided by the AWS, Azure or GCP. We called it as a Databricks. So in the platform as a service, you are getting a platform, and by using that platform, you can do your development. You can do your development, but you don't know this Databricks is available under which operating system. You don't have any idea. You don't have any idea. Remember, when you use EC2 instance in infrastructure as a service, you have decided that how much resources are allocated to this instance, like how much RAM you allocated, how much CPU you allocated, how much storage you allocated. That is something which is taken care by you have selected that. आपने बोला कि भाई मेरे को इतना रैम देना है, इतना स्टोरेज देना है, इतना सीपीयू देना है इस EC2 इंस्टेंस के लिए. But in the Databricks, which is a kind of software which we are using for development purpose, I don't know that which operating system is under which operating system this Databricks got installed. I don't know that. I don't have control. I don't know that how much resources has been allocated to this Databricks software. That we don't have control. That is something we call it as a platform as a service. So generally, platform as a service is mostly used by the developers. Like for example, Databricks, Data Factory. These are you might have heard about the OIC, Oracle Integration Cloud. So these are something services which are used by the platform as a service. Then we have a very famous service. We called it as a software as a service. We are using this as an end user. The third service we called it as a software as a service. This is something which is used by the normal people like you and me. For example, you take an example of Outlook, Gmail, right? Outlook is there, Gmail is there, we have Fusion application also. You can take, you take an example of Outlook, which we are using normally for emailing purpose. Okay, when you say Outlook or Gmail, tell me one thing. Do you know that how much resources are allocated to this application? No, we don't know. You don't know that how much memory, RAM, CPU utilize. You don't know. Do you know that which operating system is available, means under which operating system these applications are running? No, you don't have. Can we change, can we make some changes into this application? Like for example, can you change the code? Can you increase the memory, decrease the memory? Is it possible? No. So basically, software as a service which is mainly used by the end users like you and me. We are end users. We are end users which are using this software as a service. So basically, there are three important categories are there whenever you are talking about the cloud services. जब भी आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जाओगे, whenever you go for an interview, the people will ask you what are the different categories of cloud services. There are three categories: infrastructure as a service. What is the second one? Platform as a service. And what is the third one? What is the third one? Software as a service. Everyone, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Tell me, are you able to understand, everyone? Whatever we are discussing, are you able to understand? Can you please let me know in the chat option? In YouTube there is a chat option is there. Please let me know if you are able to understand. Guys, आप लोग को समझ में आ रहा है? Everyone, let me know. I'll just wait for some time. Okay, everyone, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Rakash is saying yes, Prakash is saying yes, Chetan is saying yes, Malik is saying yes, Avengers is saying yes, Anjali is saying yes. Great. Anthony is saying yes. Okay, nice. Great. So there are three services, three categories of your services is there. Okay, and you guys need to understand about this. Okay, now the thing is, What I will do, I will show you each one service practically now. Do you want to see this practically, everyone? Do you want to see this practically? You want to see it practically? Hmm? Do you want to see this practically? If you want to see it practical, I'll do one thing. Okay. First of all, whenever you want to do the practice of cloud, any cloud, you can open a free tier account. You can open free tier account. That is possible. Now, this is something which is also with AWS also, GCP also, and Azure also. Okay. But what you need a credit card. You need credit card. But for 1 year, this is completely free of cost. For 1 year, this is like for AWS, this is 1 year. For GCP and Azure, it can be 2 months and 3 months depending upon the services, because this is getting changed. Okay, so you need to be very careful. But yeah, AWS you can use it for 1 year completely free of cost. Now the things. So what I will do, you know, this cloud is working on the model we call it as a pay as you go model. What is mean by pay as you go? Pay as you go means whatever services you are going to use for whatever time, you are going to pay for that. For example, if you are not using any services for 7 days, so you will not get a bill for 7 days. No minimal charges also. So what I'm trying to make you understand that if you install any service, for example, we are going to talk about EC2 instance. So if you install your EC2 instance and once your practice is done, then you need to delete that instance. This is compulsory. You need to delete that, because if you are keeping running this EC2 instance, then there is a chances that you may be getting charged. But for AWS, it is completely free of cost for 1 year. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll show you practically one example. Let's do one thing. Let's take a very easy example. Okay. What I will do, under the AWS, there is one infrastructure as a service is there, and that service we call it as a EC2 instance. EC2 instance. So what I will do, I will install one EC2 instance. So I will get one machine. I'll get one machine or server. Okay. So when I use this EC2 instance service, it will give me option which operating system you want to install. And we have multiple operating systems are there. So I will install Ubuntu operating system. In Linux, there is a multiple operating systems are there, but I will go with the Ubuntu operating system. And then under this Ubuntu operating system, we can run our Linux command. Okay, we can run our Linux command. So if you know how to use one service, you can easily run multiple service. So which service we are going to use? The AWS one, EC2 instance. I'll show you practically is okay, and it will be very beneficial. Like if you guys are trying it on your own after the class. See, I want to see you, all of you, to be available online live, and I want to do this interaction also with all of you. But what I feel like, this board, I feel like is much better compared to the Zoom also. In Zoom we are doing a shame, like screen sharing is there, I know that. But I was just asking you about your feedback, whether this Zoom is better or this YouTube live sessions are better, or basically we called it as a blackboard, which I'm taking today. I want feedback from everyone, whether the Zoom session is fine or this YouTube session which is with blackboard, is it good, or you want to see it like yesterday? In Zoom, we are doing a screen sharing, and here you can get a feel of classroom. Can you please let me know which one is much better, guys? So I would like to know so that from tomorrow we can perform this. YouTube is better or Zoom is better? YouTube live, YouTube will be always with this blackboard only. Okay, so you can see me like this, the way like आप लोगों ने सुना होगा ना खान सर इनको, the way like this. I'm not the trainer like him. He's the best trainer, but yeah, I'm just trying to copy him little bit. Okay, what do you think? People are saying YouTube is better. One person is Zoom, but most of the people are coming to. Okay, nice, great, great, great to see. YouTube is good or Zoom is good. Tell me, guys. Then we can follow the same thing for next purpose also. Okay, because from tomorrow we are going to follow the same thing. Hmm. Great. Okay. Oh ho ho ho. YouTube sessions. Okay. Nice. Okay. Hmm. All right. So let me show you practically. Okay. Maybe I will. We can do the same thing here also. Zoom for hands-on, na? No worries. I'll show you. So I have that service. Okay. See what I will do. I'll just do some magic. So you can see my screen now. Don't worry about that. You can see my screen now very soon. So I'll do one thing. I'll just stop this. Okay. Now, if you see here, okay. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you see my screen, guys? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Looks good? Everyone, can you see my screen? Great. Can you see this AWS console? Great, man. Are you enjoying now? Like you were having some confusion about how to do the. Don't worry about that. We have all tools and technologies with me. I'll take care of everything. Okay. I'll take care of everything. Okay. So I'm going to the AWS console login. Okay. I'm going to the AWS console login. Okay. Nice. And then, okay. Can you guys hear me? Because there is a power outage. Can you guys hear me? Okay, 1 minute. I don't know, बराबर यही टाइम पे ना लाइट जाती है यार. Perfectly fine this time, the light is going. Current is there. Can you guys hear me? Can you see my screen, everyone? Okay, so I'll go to the AWS console login. I'll go to the AWS console. Yeah, okay. So see, if you want to use the AWS free tier, na, you can click on the create a free account. You can click on create a free account. You can just give your basic details here. That's not, it's not that difficult. And you can create your free account. When you want to create a free account, you need to provide your credit card details. This is pretty much simple. You can just go to the AWS and you can see create a free account. Okay, so free tier account is also available here. You can use that. Okay, now I'll click on the sign into the console because I'm already having my user ID and password, and let me enter my user ID and password. I'm just entering that. Okay, let me do that. So I'm entering my user ID and password. Okay, what is the password I'm having? My god, the captcha is very difficult. Okay, I'm entering my. Let me enter. Uh, to I'm entering my user ID and password. Okay, just wait for some time. It will ask me some captcha and all. Okay. Oh man. Okay, so I got logged into my. I got logged into my. Where I got logged in? I got logged into my AWS console. So whenever you want to do the practice, whenever you want to do the practice of, whenever you want to do the practice of AWS, so first of all you need to go here. Okay, so I'm here now. Then the next part will be you need to click on the service called EC2, because right now I'm interested to use EC2 instance. So I'll go here. Okay, now what you want to do, I want to launch instance. So I want to install a new virtual server. So I'm getting the virtualization. So first of all, go to the AWS console, search here with EC2, because I'm going to use EC2 service. I have click on that, then click on launch instance. So there are multiple options are there. Learn about EC2 and launch test instance. Set up cost control, secure, automatically backup your data. Launch without a walkthrough. I'll just start it. Now, what is the web server name you want to give? Like it is asking like you guys can use root user. Okay, you guys can use root user. I'm also using a root user because root user is having the full permissions. Okay, so yeah, it's asking what is the name. I'll say Ubuntu, uh, Ubuntu. I'll just give the name like Ubuntu EC2, something like this. I'll give any name. Now I told you, right, whenever you are going to use, whenever you are going to use a service called EC2, it will provide you opportunity under that virtual server, which under that virtual server, which operating system you want to install. I said I want to install Ubuntu operating system, so I'll just click on Ubuntu. Now since I'm using a free tier version, can you see a free tier eligible is there, free tier. So I'm okay, this Ubuntu operating system is completely free of cost if you are using a free tier. So I'll just select that. Now this is my 64-bit operating system. Do you want to use key pair? Yeah, I will do that. Create a, or I have any, okay, proceed without a key pair. Create a new key pair and I'll just use ppk, this one. Click on create. What is the name you want to give? I'll say. Now what is this key pair? I'll tell you about that. See, once you are done with the EC2 Ubuntu installation, now you are going to connect to that Ubuntu operating system, right? So whenever you want to connect to the operating system, you need to connect to the operating system by using key pair. So key pair means you will get two key basically. One is public key and second one will be your private key. There are two keys you will get. Let me show you. See, I'll tell you the architecture, what is going to be happen now. Okay, both way I'll show you guys. Don't worry about that, we will go slowly. Okay, so right now I'm talking about the AWS EC2 instance. When you use EC2 instance, you are getting one virtual machine. Under this virtual machine, you are going to install some operating system. So I got one virtual server. Under this, I have decided that I want to install Ubuntu operating system. Now, when I want to connect to this Ubuntu operating system, we need to use some software, like we can use Putty software or you can use Mobexterm. There are multiple software. So this, when you when you want to connect to this Ubuntu operating system, for that you will get two key. That is something we call it as a key pair. What are the two keys you will get? One is you will get public key, and second one will be your private key. This public key will be available on server, and private key you are going to use under this Ubuntu operating system. The combination of public key and private key, when it get matched, then you are able to connect. So you consider that this is a lock and this is a key which is with you. Okay, let me show you practically. So I got a key pair, I have given the name like Ubuntu, and this key pair is available where? It is available with the client, so it is available in downloads. Keep a note of it. Okay, now scroll it down, allow SSH traffic from everywhere. Okay, that's good. How much? See, whenever you are going to install any operating system, you need to allocate some storage. How much storage you are going to allocate? I am going to allocate 8 GB of storage, because this is just testing na. Okay, do you want to have any file system? No, I will go with this and then click on launch instance. That's fine. So now it is creating my EC2 instance. So this will be looking like this. After the installation, it will be looking like this. So I will get I got a server by using EC2 instance. Under this server, I have installed which operating system? See, this server is like a computer, you consider like that. I got a computer which is my EC2 instance, and under that which operating system I have installed? Like we have Windows operating system. Right now I'm using Windows, right? Similar way, I'm using Ubuntu operating system like that. Okay, and now my EC2 instance is ready. See here, what do you want to do? Do you want to connect to your instance? Yes, I want to connect to your instance. So click on connect to instance. See here, now I got Ubuntu operating system and I am trying to connect to my. How you want to connect? So you can connect. There are multiple options are there. How you want to connect? So you want to connect using public IP. So this is my public IP. So I'll just copy that. I'll use a software called Putty software. Let me open that. Let me enter my password. Putty software. Click on SSH, authentication, credentials, private key. Where is my private key? It's available in download. Click on open. And do you want to save this? Click on sessions. I'll just give some name like Ubuntu. Okay, I'll say save. I'll do one more thing. Change maximize like this. Click on session, save it. So I have given the public IP address of my machine, which is my Ubuntu machine. What is the second thing I have given? I have given the credentials. Click on SSH, authentication, credentials. I have given my public key. This is the public key, I got it, right? This is the public key, I have got it, and click on OK. Click on accept. What is my username? Ubuntu. This is a default user which got created. Press enter and see here. I got connected to my server. Which server? I got connected to my Ubuntu server. See how it is simple, Earlier, if you want to install Ubuntu operating system, then first of all you need to purchase a server, purchase a RAM, storage, CPU. Now what you are doing? You are simply going to the AWS. This is you. You are simply going to the AWS. You are saying that I want to use your EC2 service. So we have purchased this service. Till the time my Ubuntu operating system is going, till the time my Ubuntu operating system is running, only for that time I need to pay the charges. That is something we called it as a pay as you go, and you don't need to pay also now. You don't need to pay now because we are using free tier. In free tier, it's completely free of cost. So when you got EC2 instance, when you got a virtual server, under this virtual server, which operating system we have installed? Ubuntu operating system. To every server, we need to allocate some RAM, CPU, storage. We allocated that. We allocate only 8 GB of storage, okay, and little bit RAM and little bit CPU. How you connected to this Ubuntu operating system? By using a software called Putty software. This Putty software is required. We can use Mobexterm also, no problem. By using the Putty software, you can connect to the Ubuntu operating system. But when you want to connect, what you want? You need a private key. You need a private key, and here on server automatically the public key is available. So when your private key and public key get matched, you are directly getting connected here. Every server will have one public IP. Just like my name is Ankushna, our company name is Learnomate. Similar way, every server will have public IP. And how I got the public IP? See here, I got the public IP here only. This is the public IP. You cannot connect to my server unless and until you have a private key which is with me. You cannot do that. Normally, if you want to connect to your Linux server, we use Putty. Putty, this is a very famous software, Putty. So if you want to install this Putty, you can just say download Putty and click here, and you can install this Putty from here itself and install like a normal. On your Windows only you can install like this. This is a very famous software used by the DevOps engineer, data engineer, Oracle DBA, Linux administrator. Everyone is using this software. Very famous software. Everyone, are you able to understand whatever we discuss? Everyone, are you able to understand whatever we discuss? Can you please let me know in the comment section? Everyone, are you able to understand? Everyone, understanding? Everyone, understanding? Yes or no? Let me know in the yes or no in the comment section. Able to understand now? Did you understand what is EC2 instance, how to do that, or is it difficult? Or is it difficult? अरे भाई बहुत difficult है क्या कि ज़्यादा हो गया? Everyone, let me know in the comment section. Are you able to understand? Everyone, are you able to understand? Yes or no? Okay, nice, nice, very nice, very nice, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, nice, very nice. Okay, thank you so much for your response. Because see, if you guys are giving me the response with very energy, then and only then I will also feel like I should come tomorrow and I should tell you something. Okay, so your response is very important for me. Okay, your response is very important for me. Okay, please let me know if you guys are able to understand. Okay, okay, please let me know if you guys are able to understand. And okay, now the next part, what do you want to understand? See here, one more thing I want to tell you. Whenever you have, like, where is my, okay, I am here, no, not here. Where is my C2? Okay, wait. Okay, 1 minute. Whenever you are using, any service, remember my word. Whenever you are using any service and once your work is done, then please ensure that you are going to stop that service. So if you go to the EC2, what you can see here, you can see here there is one instance is running. This is a credit, this is a credit which I got it from AWS. I can see one instance is running here, right? So click here, one instance is running, right? So click here. What do you want to do? I'll click on action, or click on instance state. There is a two options are there. One is stop instance, reboot instance, and terminate instance. Okay. So if you say stop instance, what does it mean? Now my server is running, right? Virtual machine is running. If you say stop instance, so this instance will be stopped. So this instance will be stopped. So now see here, my instance is getting stopped here. Now if you just select, and if you say terminate instance, means there is a difference between reboot instance and terminate instance. Reboot means you are going to stop it and then it will get started. But if you say terminate instance, what will happen? You will not be able to start it next time. It's gone. Generally, when you do the practice on AWS, and if your work is done, directly terminate the instance. If you terminate the instance, you cannot start it. Later on, you cannot start it. Why I am asking you to stop the instance or terminate the instance? Because this will not make you charges. It will not charge you then. That will not charge you. That is the reason. Once your work is done, please ensure that once your work is done, please ensure that your services are not running. That should be terminated. So if I go to the instance now, okay, so here it's going, okay, it's terminated, it's going. So when you go to the dashboard, you should not be able to see anything over here in the instances. Okay, so I can see instance still running. Why it is showing running? Because it is going down. Okay, it's going down slowly, it will be down. Just wait for some time, and after some time you will see that you will not have any instance running over there. Just refresh. Let me go here, click on dashboard. So it will be gone. Okay, in some time it will go. Okay, it will go. Okay, it's gone now. Okay, it's gone. I don't have any instances running here. It's terminated actually. Okay, so if you go here, it's gone. Everyone understanding? Terminate, delete instance. Done. Everyone understanding? What is this? Okay, understanding everyone? What is this elastic IP, right? Somebody is asking what is this elastic IP. So what do you mean? What is mean by elastic IP? Okay, there is one concept, there is one service is there. Elastic IP. So what is elastic IP? What is elastic IP in AWS? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Does my man? Oh, okay. See, generally what happened? Let me tell you, elastic IP. Okay, let's try to understand about a small concept before I leave elastic IP. So just now we discussed about a very important concept. We called it as a EC2 instance. So we got a virtual machine called EC2 instance. Under that we installed Ubuntu operating system. How I connected to this Ubuntu? By using some IP. I got which IP? I got public IP of this machine. Consider that the public IP of this machine is 192.168.56.50. This is the public IP. Whenever you want to connect to any server, you need to connect by using some IP. Now there are two IPs are there. One is public IP, and second one is sorry, public IP नहीं, वो नहीं बताना मेरे को, वो बाद में बताऊंगा मैं. Okay. I got connected to this server by using some IP, and this is the public IP of my server. So by using this IP, I can, I am entering that IP into my putty software. So I'll go to and I will enter this IP, and I got connected to this server. If I reboot this server, what will happen? If I reboot this server, next time I will not get this IP. Let's say next time I'll get the IP address 192.168.56.60. I got second IP, the next IP. Second time I got 61, 62, 63, because my IP address are getting changed. So basically what happened, this IPs can be your static IP or it can be your dynamic IP. Dynamic IP means the IPs which are getting changed after restart. That is called dynamic IP. Static IP means the IPs which are fixed even after the restart. So the one which I'm using right now, that is a dynamic IP. So that IP can be changed after the restart. You take an example of your router at your home. When your device get connected, let's say your mobile number 1 got connected, mobile number 2 got connected. So this router will assign some IP address to this mobile number 1. So and you got connected to the router. Let's take an example, you are going outside for, let's say you are going outside for tea, lunch, dinner, anywhere. You are going with your friends. When you are coming next time, do you think that you will get same IP? Do you think that you will get same IP? No, you will not get same IP. You will get different IP. So in the router is giving you dynamic IP. Router is always giving you dynamic IP. But there are certain situations where I need static IP, where my IP should not get changed. That is, that IP should be fixed. Like for example, the website, what is our website name? learnmate.org. This is our host name. Under this is a host name. Under this there is some IP 192.168, let's say 56.50. I'm just giving a random example. This is the IP of our website. Now this IP should not get changed because otherwise the people will not be able to connect to my website. This IP should not get changed, right? So this IP should be static IP. And how to allocate the static IP in AWS? That service we called it as a elastic IP. Elastic IP is basically your static IP. Elastic IP is basically a static IP. So if you see this Learnomate website, okay, if you see this Learnomate website, this is our official website. This website is host name is static and corresponding their IP is also static. That is something we called it as a elastic IP. In AWS, this elastic IP is a static IP. This elastic IP is a static public IP. To whom you are going to allocate this static IP? You are going to allocate this static IP to your Ubuntu machine which we just installed. We can do that, so that even after the restart, my IP address will not get changed. See here, this is the IP address we use that, right? So that should not get changed. Everyone able to understand? I know that this is quite tricky, but आप लोग को समझ में आ रहा? Everyone, what is static IP? What is dynamic IP? What is elastic IP? Did you understand? This elastic IP is basically a static IP. So after the restart, if your IP should not get changed, that is something we called it as a elastic IP. Everyone able to understand? Tell me quickly because I have a call in next 5 minutes, guys. बहुत एफर्ट्स डाल रहे हैं हम लोग आपके लिए कि आप लोग को समझ में आए. Okay, we are putting a lot of efforts to make sure that you people are understanding. But are you able to understand, everyone? Everyone, tell me, are you able to understand? Everyone able to understand? Guys, are you happy with whatever things we are discussing till now? Are you happy? And please join our WhatsApp group also. Please join our WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay. And please share your review also here. Please share your reviews with the, so these are our website. Okay, so if you just come here on web technologies. Okay, so I request everyone to please share your 5-star rating with the comment, and this is the way I will connect tomorrow also, and we will have a discussion about a lot of new services tomorrow also. Okay, so tomorrow also we are going to discuss about a lot of new services also, don't worry about that. Okay, so okay, and this is a free training guys, so please don't give this 3 ratings. If you don't want to give any rating, it's okay, nice, but if you give overall overview it will be better. So this is a free training. Okay, so please appreciate our efforts, please appreciate our efforts. If you don't want to appreciate, it's okay, but please ensure that you are giving 5-star rating with the comment, because we are, giving our valuable time with you to make sure that you people will understand something from our side. So feedbacks are okay, but that does not reflect our, the overall efforts. So please, Varalakshmi, if you are watching me, please ensure that you are giving good rating. If you don't, or if you can't do that, please don't write anything. Thank you so much guys. I hope you people are enjoying, and tomorrow also I will connect with all of you. Okay, and tomorrow also we are going to discuss about a lot of good things um, about this. Okay, so we already have a good name in the market, and if you guys want to understand a lot of free content from our YouTube channel, so you can search. We have 2 channels actually, so you can join our uh, so you can join our this YouTube channel also, from where you are watching. This is a English channel, and I have one more channel with the name Ankush Thaudi, so you can join this channel also. What is that? YouTube. So this is my Hindi channel actually, where I show a lot of, engineer Ankush. This is the channel also, you guys can. Okay. Oh man. Okay, thank you so much. So you guys can do that, and please provide us a 5-star rating with good comment. Okay, tomorrow we will connect. Actually I have a call by 9 to 10. Tomorrow we'll connect. Okay, and we'll continue this. Thank you so much for listening me. Hopefully you have enjoyed a session.